Have you ever heard of individuals receiving messages or phone calls in which they are informed about their winnings in random lucky draws and lottery events in which they didn't even took part? While surfing on the internet, you might have come across websites and web pages that you didn't even desire to visit. However, you ended up there without even knowing how you did. A sensitive comment on some social media site may result in the comment maker being subjected to bullying or getting trolled by the other fellow users. You certainly might have heard of cases in which individuals get connected to some person who appears to be representing a well-known organization such as a bank and starts demanding their account-related data online. All of these incidents and occurrences are related to the same aspect of threat on a global scale, and this aspect is known as cybercrime. Cybercrime, also known as computer-oriented crime, is a crime which involves a computer and a network. A computer may be used in commission of the crime or it may be the target. These crimes are focused on threatening a person, company or a nation's security. For grasping the information on this topic clearly, we may need to understand the different types of cybercrimes and the techniques on which these are based. And following this, we may uptake some of the cybersecurity measures which may lead us to create a secure digital platform for our computers as well as in improving our digital hygiene. Some of the most common and popular cybercrimes include phishing scams, identity theft scams, online harassment, cyberbullying, denial of service, cross-site scripting, and MITM, that is man-in-the-middle attacks. Fighting against most of these cybercrimes is not possible until and unless we have deep knowledge and information regarding the various techniques on which these cybercrimes are based on. Let us try to have an insight into some of these cybercrimes and try to understand the complete scenario so as to focus on what exactly happens when some of these cybercrimes takes place. Malware is a general term used for defining threats to the computer system such as worms, viruses, trojans, and rootkits. Malware enters a computer system most often through emails, software downloads, and operating system susceptibilities. Phishing is the most common form of security threat nowadays. The purpose of this virus is to get some confidential or personal information of the user. Mostly it gets into the system through scam mails. In most cases, all a user needs to do is to click on a link which leads to an insecure web page to get personal information of the user. The technique on which the ransomware attacks work involve the hacker getting into the user system and blocking the access of user system and the user data. Consecutively, it demands a ransom in order to release the system. Cyberbullying or cyber harassment is also known as online bullying. It involves representing fake or false data of the victim, thereby representing the victim in a pessimistic way. Denial of service attacks are the network attacks. In such kind of attacks, hacker creates a fake traffic on the network, thereby making the network unavailable and shutting it down. Hackers do man-in-the-middle attack using a technique called ARP spoofing. Through this technique, hacker gets a position in the middle of the communication between two parties over the internet and resides there to get confidential information sent over the network by those parties. The following list shows some of these destructive viruses which may harm your computer. Now let us focus on the bigger question, that is, what are the best practices for cybersecurity? Point number 1. Use of antivirus or anti-malware softwares. Some of the best antivirus softwares includes Bitdefender, Norton Antivirus, Kaspersky, Quick-Heal, and ESET-Nord32. Point number 2. Use strong passwords. Be sure to use strong passwords that people cannot guess easily and make sure that you do not note them anywhere. Rather, you may use a reputable password manager in order to generate random passwords which would be strong enough. Point number 3. Never open attachments in spam emails. One of the most common ways in which computers get affected by malwares and other forms of cybercrimes is opening attachments through spam emails. Make sure that you never open an attachment from a sender you do not know. Point number 4. Do not give out personal information unless secure. Make sure that you do not share your personal data over the phone call or on emails unless they are completely secure. Make certain that you are talking to the same person you think you are. Point number 5. Contact companies directly about suspicious requests. If you get asked for data from a company who has called you, hang up. Call them back using their number on their official website to make sure you are talking to them and not a cyber criminal. Point number 6. Be mindful of which website URLs you visit. Keep an eye on the URLs you are clicking on. Avoid clicking on links with unfamiliar or spammy looking URLs. Usually, sites with URLs involving HTTPS are secured. HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secured. Number 7. Blocking suspicious activities on social media sites. If you find someone spreading false messages or operating some fake user profile of some user on a social media site, then you may take a step forward by blocking or reporting the account. Most of the social media sites allow you to block or report the users. 8th and the last point. Keep an eye on your bank statements. Make sure that you keep an eye on your bank statements and query the unfamiliar transactions to your bank. The bank may investigate whether they are fraudulent or not. Remember, as the world is increasingly interconnected, everyone shares the responsibility of securing the cyberspace.